Another relaxing evening. Finally, back from work again, and back to the project garage as well. I'm Luke, welcome back again. Today, in this video, over the past week or two, I'll be showing you guys what I've been doing on my Dodge Ram down there, as well as just a few bloopers of some shop upgrades I've done as well. But anyways, we'll go ahead and get into it and fix some of these cosmetic issues I've had with my truck for a while now. Oh, the one I'm referring to is this truck here, and the fenders in the back on both sides have been rubbing for quite some time. I'll show you what I mean when I get down there. So you can see the truck here. It's a 1997. It's January is the manufacture date, but the engine and the transmission are both 96s in this vehicle. I guess it just happened to come off the way the factory line. But anyways, you can see I got some rims and tires on it that I like. I gave it a nice paint job. Still got to sand and polish the clear coat. But other than that, I'm pretty happy with the way the truck is right now. Still have to get a dash in it. I am actually going to make a custom dash on this channel. It'll be a future video for this truck that I plan on making. I don't know if I'm going to do it out of steel and then paint it and then do some vinyl, like some fabric over the top of it yet. We're going to figure that out. Got my amp. I haven't hooked this up yet. And I got 4 P3 Rockford Fosgate 10-inch subwoofers in this thing. It's going to be loud, I'll tell you that. It was loud in my old truck. But anyways, that's nor here or there. I also got some stars in the headliner, but they're not on right now. What we're doing today is taking care of this wavy. You can see it in here. It's not supported properly. In the back, I'm a lot happier with the way that this came out. This is a much thicker metal, at least compared to the sides. You can see it's very straight and flat compared to here, where we got a wave down through it. Also, we have clearance issues with the tire. You can see that's pretty bad. I've had to bend this out that way it doesn't connect, but you can see where it's been eating at my tire here. I'm very lucky it hasn't popped yet on the freeway or anything like that. So today, this is what we're going to be taking care of, as well as some shop upgrades I'll show in a minute too. But anyways, let's go ahead and get into this. One other problem we'll be taking care of in today's video too is I have a lot of noise from this front left wheel here on the driver's side. I don't know whether it's coming from the wheel bearing or from the brakes or anything, but I have a little bit of pulsating when I'm stopping after things have warmed up. Just a few things that it could be, but we're going to be looking into that today too. All right, so next to the puppy dog over here, you can see our fender comes up almost to the edge of the bed right here. We're going to completely cut this out, and it's going to be like a two-piece fender. So there's going to be a front and a rear. The rear we're probably going to have come to about right here. I'd like to stay about 2.5 to 3 inches away from the tire, and it will probably end about this mark here. Over on this side, we'll still have the long run up to here, except they'll do the same thing where it'll come up to about here and just stop. And then this will be open up in here on the back side, so we have plenty of clearance as far as the movement goes. Anyways, I kind of think the first place to start with this truck is going to be by pulling these two fenders off, taking some more measurements, drawing out on the new sheet over in the garage there, the shape design that we want, and then we'll go ahead and get to it. So we'll be using this 8x4 16 gauge steel sheet to do our new fenders and sides and everything. I think it'll look pretty good. We're going to do like a 45-degree bend out on the fenders, and I'm pretty excited for it. But anyways, let's go ahead and get cutting on here so I can try to get welding. Well, hopefully there's no welding I'll have to do in this video, but anyways, we'll see. So here I'm just taking the old fenders off. I mean, you can see how easy they bend. No wonder, I mean, they look so warped and everything. I got over 80 miles an hour and everything just went. But later in this video, you'll also see me working on my air compressor and also the wheel bearing on this truck and some other little stuff just around the shop too. I took the past 2-3 weeks just to kind of clean up around the shop, and after all these projects I've been working on, just to take a little bit of time for myself to go out and actually enjoy it now that I can use it. But anyways, I'll be back to regular videos here hopefully pretty soon. I definitely intend to keep on doing this for a while, so bear with me though. I promise I'm going to keep on getting videos out. I'd like to get them out once a week, to be honest with you, but I'm going to keep on shooting for every other week. That way I can keep with my busy work schedule as well. Still got to pay the bills and get by. But anyways, definitely leave any comments or suggestions or anything you guys like to see further on this truck too. I'm definitely going to be doing a custom dash, so do look out for that in the future. All right, it's another night. I'm back working on the green truck. I'm excited, finally got some more progress made. I just got the fenders kind of held up here for now, and I got some 35-degree marks made on there to cut it out so we'll have plenty of clearance on the tire whenever we're moving around. I'm gonna jump to the other side, I'll show you that real quick. So I got this side mounted up too, and I'm gonna go ahead and get these cut. That way I can get them fully fitted up underneath the flange right here. And then we'll go ahead to the brackets that I have under there already, and we will get them probably riveted back in. I don't think I'm gonna screw it or anything. I was thinking of doing like some hex head self-tappers or bolts or something like that, because I think that might look pretty cool on this truck too. But I don't know, I'm gonna think about it over the night or two, and I'll get back to you guys with this. I also got to get some 4-inch blocks for the back of this thing to get the clearance off the bed. It's eating the tires a little bit, more than a little bit. More of a very lucky that it didn't blow up on me when I was driving. So that was a pothole that I hit, and I remember that noise distinctively. But anyways, so we're gonna get some 4-inch blocks for the back of this and some U-bolts for them as well, and then I'll hopefully get those overnighted. We'll see, and I will be back with you guys once I get those cut and I'm ready to install them or paint them or whatever I decide to do with them next. So I will be back. All right, welcome to day 2 of working on the fenders of my green Dodge here. So anyways, the other day we got the angles that we wanted, the 35-degree marks marked out, and we held them up and kind of templated how we wanted everything to look. Then we came inside here, and I was going to make these cuts, but the blade on my circular saw, it wasn't doing so good. Apparently running a carbide blade in reverse isn't really the best for it. So I went and got a Diablo Steel Demon. This is supposed to be good for up to 1/2-inch steel. I swear, I've seen it. I don't know. I don't know what they make it out of, but apparently Kermet 2 is some pretty good stuff. Pretty hard, apparently. Anyways, so we are going to take and slap this onto our circular saw, and we'll be back in a minute. I'm super happy with this edge. You can see I didn't cut it straight, but the line it cut is very straight. So I'm happy with the outcome of both of these. We're gonna go ahead, mount them up, get the rivet holes, everything drilled out, and then we're gonna go ahead and hopefully throw some paint on these and get them on the truck tonight. Wish me luck. You served me well. So underneath of here, this bolt you can see, it definitely caught, hence the rips in the tire. So instead of removing it and trying to cap it, I'm just going to take a metal oscillator blade made for iron pipe and, very thick metal, and just lop this off here.
A few moments later.
So at this point, I had cut that bolt off, and I was waiting for my dad to come over and give me a hand with that wheel bearing, diagnosing the problem I was having with that, because I know how to bolt stuff on, but I don't know all the sounds that everything makes quite yet. But with that being said, I took some time to redo my air compressor, get my air and everything nice and tight, and make sure everything was the way it should be for the next few months. So yesterday I finished the overhaul on the compressor here. Basically outside of anchoring it, I still need to paint these fittings here. You can see where we got a little bit of rust forming already going around. But outside of that, we got a new belt on here. It's been tensioned properly, or as tight as I can get it at least with how the motor is set up. We're right about 100, oh well, we normally sit about 110 PSI. You can see we're down to about, what is that, 90 in there somewhere. Anyways, you can see we got plumbed over here a lot neater than before. We even sealed the wall going all the way up, so it looks a lot cleaner now. And we can't have any birds trying to dig through the foam up there to get inside. Going through the door, you can see I have a blow off here. That way, if there's any water in the system, I can dump it there. And then I have my air going up this hose into my water separator and pressure regulator. And then we go out with some swivel fittings here because we're a little bit too close on this side to another swivel fitting over here. This is a 100-foot air hose that I got from, I believe it was the same place I got this clutch little rolly thing. Northern Tools, that's where it is. It came into the brain last second. It does fit all the way onto the roll. I don't know about just letting it go and it sucking it all the way up. I haven't done that yet, so maybe not copy me until I get a little more information back to you. But this is what I've done over here. So All right, so we're gonna go ahead and try to figure out what this vibration is. I got my dad over here helping me. That's who that is. And we're just gonna jack this up, see if there's any vibration and what might be going on in it. It's the front left wheel. I don't know if it's the bearing or what's going on, but we're gonna go ahead and take a break from getting the air compressor fixed and see what's going on with this. Give her a treat so she gets used to sit, stay, you know, and waiting for me to go out the door. Yeah, it's not good. Oh, yeah. So, that's cool. It's a lot more. Yeah, you can see it's not doing what the other one's doing. Okay. So we're just a little bit too tight on the bearing, I see.
Could be, yeah.
All right. Yeah, so over here, got a lot of movement. You can see still movement. And pretty much no movement over here. Well, a lot less movement. You can see you can still push it, but it pretty much stops like that. We're gonna go ahead and get this poured off and we'll bring you back in a minute.
That was about what, a half a turn?
Yeah, it's still stiff.
There you go.
Mm-hmm.
That's all the way.
Yeah.
Now I'm gonna let off.
It didn't go all the way back.
Yeah. So
Okay, so if you can hear, I got an unhappy dog. My dad just went home too. Thanks for him coming over and helping me out with that. There's a little bit more knowledge over there than I have over here. But anyways, I'm always appreciative of any help there too. I got the wheel bearing loose, well, not loose, but looser than it was. Same thing on that side. And then we took it for a little spin and they weren't getting, Jesus. She just cleared the window up to there, leaper. But anyway, so we're gonna go ahead and go for another little test drive. We took a spin around the farm just to see, you know, if it was heating up or not. But we're gonna go ahead and get out on the road and see how these two hubs, you know, if they heat up bad or not, see how the brakes and everything work now that we got them reset and everything readjusted. And other than that, I will be back when we're getting on the road, even though it's dark out, but yeah, trying my best. All right, so it's a little dark in here right now. I got the lights turned on, so I'm not quite that bad. But we're gonna go ahead and get out on the road, and I'm pretty excited to see how this went. Just loosened them up a little bit more, that way they're not so, you know, tight. As far as the braking goes, it already feels a lot stiffer. Wow, just on the way out, driving it here. I'm pretty excited to get on the road. After I get this done, I can get to some of the other projects. You know, 'cause now the transmission's done, the engine's good for at least another, you know, 30 to 50,000 miles, so I gotta do some serious work on it with the age of it. So, you know, that'll be in the future, coming years, but that's not my problem this year. It's another, you know, 2 or 3, maybe even 4 years out, hopefully. We're gonna see how long we can stretch that. But anyways, once I get this done, I can go ahead and get a new dash back in this thing, work on the fenders, do, you know, polishing the clear coat, some of the other stuff I wanted to get done. But let's go ahead and get this thing on the road. So I do got a Starliner, little headliner kit I put in this truck. I'm a big fan of this thing. Ever since I put it in, it's not really a distraction at all. Everyone was like, oh, it's gonna be a distracted, you're gonna be a distracted driver. I am not a distracted driver, I promise you that. At least when I'm not distracted. Man, we're getting to our first stop sign here, and oh man, brakes are, that's so much better than it was. That was incredibly stiff before, and now it's moving very freely. The brake caliper is awesome. Shift up, awesome. Man, that truck feels a lot better now. That's nice. That puts a smile on my face, I'll tell you that. Oh, no worries. Let me get a number 7, please. Large with sweet tea, and that'll be it for me. All right, thank you. Well, we are back from town and we made it in one piece here. We, I guess on the way home, lost a wheel bearing, not bearing, the cap. I don't know where that is. It's supposed to be on there. So now I get to find one of those tomorrow. Awesome. I'm sure I get to go to O'Reilly's and buy a $10 part, but it's just, yeah, another thing. It's alright. Let's see if we lost this side. Well, we didn't lose this side. I can keep my hand on the outside of this for about 5-6 seconds, and actually a little bit longer than that, and it doesn't hurt, nothing like that. It's just warm to the touch. So doing good here. And over here on the outside, about the same. Just well, this one's quite warm. I'll be honest. I can only hold my hand there for about 4 or 5 seconds, and it gets a little bit too warm. We might. We'll see. Well, I can tell you what I didn't see. I didn't see a dust cap at 3 of the locations I went to. So finally, O'Reilly's had a GM one that was a 2 3/32 inch dust cap, and that fit perfectly on this old Dodge. Now this is a half ton. I don't know, if it's different for whatever, but take that with a grain of salt. So I'm super happy with the way these fenders got bent too. I wish I would have had my acetylene torch instead of this stupid MAP gas, but I mean, yeah, make work with what you got. Alright, so on both sides, I got the fenders just dumbed back up here with the 45 on it. Or, 15, whatever, I don't know what it is. Anyways, it worked out great. I really like the way that it looks, and I can't complain. I think it's a good compliment to the tire. But anyways, we're going to go ahead and drill the holes out for the rivets, and we also got to cut, in some areas, the brackets a little bit lower as well, or higher, so they're not showing. Here on the other side, you can see the way the ends match up. If I put some of that rubber like gasket kind of like on the bottom there, I really think I'll be good. I don't think I got to worry about it. So I'm going to do that on the back and down on the bottom, but I'm really happy with the way that flange came out in the wheel well there. So anyways, we're going to go ahead, mark the holes out, cut the brackets a little bit higher, and I will be back with you guys for a painting, probably when it's dark out. We're going to go ahead and get these painted here. I got them prepped as good as I can with some acetone, cleaned everything up. Before I do spray them, I haven't yet, with this Rust-Oleum paint, I tried to get the same high gloss black that the bed already was, so I went ahead and sprayed a little piece here just to make sure it was the same, and it is the same gloss black that the bed is already painted in. So we're going to go ahead and do a little quick paint job on these, and then depending on how, might be tomorrow morning. Might go take a little hour or two snooze, come back out here, we'll see. Watch a movie or something, I don't know. Anyways, I will keep you guys updated when I get back. And with how cold it was out this night, I didn't have much faith that they would actually tack up by the morning, and I had to leave the garage door open because I didn't want to get dust on them whenever I pulled it down. So, but anyways, you'll see that in the next clip. Here we go. Alright, so me and Bella just got done painting these here, and I got a primer and 2 coats of paint on them, and you can see they are very glossy. I'm very happy with that. I'm actually kind of scared to close the garage door. I'm probably going to leave that open at least until they tack up another bit, hour or two, and then I'll close them before I go to bed for the night. But anyways, this is where we're going to leave off, and hopefully in the morning we'll be back to put the fenders on the truck. It is the next day, and I never closed the garage door last night. But let's come down here and we'll take a little look at these fenders together real quick. I don't see any runs, no bugs or anything stuck to it. And yeah, especially in here, I'm hoping I don't see no runs on the rest of them. I'm really happy to see that these two seem to be in good shape. So there's something right there that got caught in it, maybe a hair or something. But other than that, that might be on the surface too. These are all looking good. I'm pretty happy. Now I'm not going to touch the front side. I'm going to go underneath and just give it a little tack with my finger. Let's see. Yeah, don't scratch it with your fingernail, but it's definitely not leaving no fingerprints, so I guess I'm good to go ahead and handle it, and we'll throw them on the truck, see how it looks. Man, I'm happy to be getting these on the truck today. Oh, long time coming. Oh, that reminds me, one other thing I have to do. We'll have to mask off the bumper here, and I gotta paint the Reese hitch there. That does not look good. Ho, 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 ho. Oh, it's Bella time. I know. Oh. What? Oh. Oh. She loves her fox, I will say that. Oh, are we done? Okay, I guess we're done. So I was sitting here thinking to myself, yeah, let's make sure we have all the hardware before we, put the fenders on there. Got all the bolts. Where's the nuts? Not in any of this. Not in the shipping container. Not here. So we're going to go to town real quick and we'll be back with the hardware appropriate for the vehicle and the screws, and then we'll get them thrown on. And we're back from the hardware store now. All right, so one thing I did have to change is we're not going to be able to use the metric threads on those bolts that I was using, the black-headed ones, mostly because they don't have any of the hardware. They had 2 bolts, 2, and Lowe's had none. Home Depot's the only place that had 2. And it's Sunday, so Ace is closed, and I'm not fighting it. So anyways, what I decided to do is we went ahead to a 5/16 by 1 inch hex-headed zinc-covered bolt with the little lock washers, nuts, and then here is the lock nuts. So anyways, we're going to go ahead and put these on the truck, and then oh, probably caught a lizard. Anyways, then we're going to go ahead. I may make a template I can put around the screws and then just paint them really, really quick with the same black paint after I have them installed. That way it all looks black. But I want to see how the zinc looks. I may like it, I may not. You can see on the back here, I did not color these black, these 3/8 self-tappers. You can see one broke off right there. I need to cut a head off and, JB weld one in place. That way it covers it up. But anyways, I may like the look of it. I may not. If I end up painting the ones on the side, I'll probably end up painting the self-tappers too. Man, I am thrilled with the way those look on here. Bella is trying to kill a lizard right now. Oh, shit. Baby! Bella! They're always trying to kill something around here, Jesus. Anyways, I got these tightened down and everything sucked up nice to the panels. I'm very happy with the way it looks. I didn't scratch anything with it going in. I'm very happy with the way the fender flare looks too. The little 15-degree, 30-degree angle out there, whatever you want to call it. But anyhow, you can see I do have a little bit of a gap right here. I wish that gap was a little bit tighter in. That's because the bracket the bolt is to is pushed out, and I need to bend it back in a little bit, which I can do that with a ratchet strap later. And I'll be honest with you, it doesn't bug me that much. I'll probably just get some bigger edge trim here for it that'll fill that out a little bit. This side you can see is nice and tight. You got the same gap the whole way down. I'm very happy with how this side turned out too. Got a little bit of a more matte finish than the bed, but it kind of, I don't know, kind of gives it a nice highlight. I'm not mad at it. As far as painting the bolts, I really don't hate the way they look right now, to be honest with you, but I'll probably end up painting them black just because I think it'll match the best of the bed, and that's the way it should be. So I am going to make a template, and we're going to paint these bolts black as well. But one other thing that we got to get to before we do that Right here is very wavy, and I do not want the wind to catch that and it bend the panel in or something weird happen. So we're going to take and do a bolt right here into one of these bolts on the frame, or maybe self-tap it back up to one of the metal supports for the bed there. Not quite sure how we're going to do it yet, but I do have the material for it. You can see I got this bar stock, and I have 3 or 4 of these pieces with a little bend up. I was using it to hold the doors of this truck whenever I was painting it. You can see a little bit of green paint on there. So anyways, we're going to heat this up, hammer it down, and then drill a hole through. That way it'll be good for the bolt, and then we will measure to the other side, bend, do the same thing, and hopefully it'll line up and fit on the truck here. Anyways, I'll keep you guys updated with that process. All right. All right. All right, I just got that bolted up there, and man, that is sturdy. It is good. You can see the whole truck bed moves whenever I shake that thing. So I'm very happy with the way that turned out. I mean, compared to what it was before, I'll put a picture up now if I have one, which yeah, I do. You can see it is just, I mean, I'm so happy with this look. I definitely have to go into town, get some more paint, which I'll have to do that throughout this week. I'm gonna go to Ace Hardware to get that. But outside of that, but over on this side, I'm so happy with the way it turned out, looking all the way down with a little bend out, and the way the bolts and everything are. Even the way this lines up here, I'm so happy I didn't have to weld a little fish plate or something in here to fill the gap. But anyways, that pretty much wraps up the end of this video with this truck. As far as today, I'm now gotten the exterior to where I want it. I'm very happy with how this truck looks, and it is time to move on to someone else's truck behind me. So if you've been following this channel for a bit, you know that I've been promising to get another video out on that Ford for a while now, and it's coming, I promise. I've just had some other stuff in the making. So anyways, if you guys enjoyed this video and other ones, make sure to keep tuning in and tune in next time for some more just like this. Anyways, do well, and I'll see you guys then.